Hi, and welcome to Baker Affair. I'm Pika, and on this episode, I'm going to be making homemade pie crust. It's delicious, easy, and it's something that I can make right in my handy dandy, I hate to say it because I've been saying it a lot, food processor. I promise I will get some videos that don't have the food processor, but today, pie crust is so easy to make in this food processor. So let's get started. Flour, sugar, and salt. I'm going to add half of the butter. Or about half of the butter. And I'm going to pulse it until it's very crumbly. And then I'm going to add the remaining flour and the remaining butter to it. This is very crumbly. And then I'm going to add the rest of the flour and the rest of the butter. And I'm going to just pulse a couple times just to distribute the butter. That's it. Then we're going to drizzle water over top of this, and just until it comes together. And I put my water and the ice cubes. I use ice cold water that I already have in the refrigerator. And then I add ice cubes and I pour that cold water over and then I put it back in the refrigerator. So this is going to be, I'm going to add about 3 tablespoons over the mixture. I'm probably going to do 4. Just until like that, till it's like crumbly. That's it, we're done. Pretty simple, huh? Put it on here. And you want to work kind of quick because you don't want it to melt. You want the butter to stay kind of together. And then what I do is I do this. And I don't want it to get tough. So I'm going to hurry up and get wrap. And I'm going to try to put it into a dough, like a disc already. So that way I don't have to worry about it. And I just kind of make it smush together. And I'm already starting to make it round. So that way I can just roll it out. Okay. And then this will go into the refrigerator for about 1 hour. Do you see all, I don't know if you can see, it's too bright, but there's all kinds of like butter. Okay, so I'm back. I have it out of the refrigerator. And now I'm going to roll it out, the pie dough, and I'm going to put it in this pie plate. Since I'm going to be giving a pie away, I went and I usually go and I get really cheap pie crusts that are already made, and I use the container for this so I can give it away. It's cheaper than the dollar store, and it has a lid, so it works, Anyway, I'm going to show you how to roll it out. Okay, so I'm going to take a little bit of flour. And I'm going to roll it out. You always want to make sure there's enough flour on the bottom, though. I always forget that because otherwise it will stick, and then you won't be able to pick it up. It'll be stuck, and we don't want that. And if it cracks open, don't worry. Just take a piece off and stick it in there. It doesn't really matter. If that'll work. I just usually flip it over. Ugh. And I let it fall into it. Like that. And then you just tuck it underneath. Now I'm not baking my crust. I'm going to stick mine in the freezer for 20 minutes before I use it. You just put it in and do this, because by doing this, it'll be good to crimp. Now I saw this new crimp. I don't know if I like that. Nah, I don't like that. Crimping is hilarious to me because I never do it the same way twice. And I usually just end up doing this because it looks good, where you take your 2 fingers and just stick that one in. And there you go. There's my pie crust. Okay, so the pie crust, mine is going into the refrigerator freezer for 20 minutes. And then I'm going to put the filling in and stick it in the oven. That'll be on next week's show. Next week's episode, I'm going to be making a pecan pie. Made this. You can blind bake this. Add like dried beans. I put I usually put aluminum foil, and then I put dry beans on it, and I blind bake it. There's your pie crust. Super, super simple. I will leave a link below of where I got this recipe. If you like, subscribe, share if you wish, and thank you for being here and listening to me ramble about absolutely nothing. Anyway, have a great day. Ciao.